India is a land of opportunities.
The latest figures have confirmed India as the fastest growing economy in the world.
This new India is making strides and making it its mark in various spheres of society, be it sports, culture, thought, leadership and many other fields. A young India raring to go and claim its rightful place under the sun, reclaim its very ancient position, the Sone ki Chidiya tag. What is fueling this young entrepreneurial talent? Across the country, India has been providing talent to the world. Not surprising, many of the Fortune 500 companies are led by people of Indian origin. The younger Indians now see the world in a different light. They are better traveled, have better exposure and aspire to build companies at large scale. A few of them are Ola, Swiggy, Zerodha, to name a few. With the world's fastest growing economy tagged with it, India also is the world's third largest startup ecosystem, growing at a compounded rate of 12 to 15% per annum. The number of incubation centers and accelerators are growing at a very rapid pace. The good thing is there are quite a few women entrepreneurs entering the fray, and these are growing at an even faster pace. There are a lot of programs which have come to support the young entrepreneur and particularly the women entrepreneurs. The startup has been able to create more than 40,000 jobs. There have been more than 40,000 startups. Bangalore ranks in the top 5 startup cities in the world. Now let's talk a little bit about MSMEs. In India we have more than 7.9 million MSMEs, contributing more than 27% of the GDP, and it employs more than 110 million people. This is considered as the backbone of the country, contributing more than 45% of the output, 70% of industrial employment and 40% of the export. With the right demographic dividend, all we can sum up is that the journey of a prosperous and a strong India has just begun. If you are looking to build your own startup, then here are a few tips on how you can build a successful one.
Timing accounted for 42% of the difference between success and failure. Team and execution came in second, and the idea, the differentiability of the idea, the uniqueness idea, that actually came in third. Now, this isn't absolutely definitive. It's not to say that the idea isn't important, but it very much surprised me that the idea wasn't the most important thing. Sometimes it mattered more when it was actually timed. The last two, business model and funding, made sense to me, actually. I think business model makes sense to be that low because you can start out without a business model and then add one later if your customers are demanding what you're creating. And funding, I think as well. If you're underfunded at first, but you're gaining traction, especially in today's age, it's very, very easy to get intense funding. So what I would say in summary is execution definitely matters a lot. The idea matters a lot, but timing might matter even more. And the best way to really assess timing is to really look whether consumers are really ready for what you have to offer them, and to be really, really honest about it, not be in denial about any results that you see. Because if you have something you love, you want to push it forward, but you have to be very, very honest about that factor on timing. As I said earlier, I think startups can change the world and make the world a better place. I hope some of these insights can maybe help you have a slightly higher success ratio and thus make something great come to the world that wouldn't have happened otherwise.